Hello, and welcome to the unboxing video for Gloomhaven. This is one of the first production copies that I've received. There are a couple mistakes in it, so I'll sort of go through those as we get to them. But really I just wanted to show everyone all the wonderful stuff that you'll be getting in this gigantic box. And so first of all, I've got my reference copy of Agricola sitting next to Gloomhaven, so you can just sort of see, the scale. It's about, I don't know, 4 times the size of Agricola, maybe a little bit more. But anyway, so there's that. So this is the front cover, and then, and there's the side, and show you the back of the box as well. So yeah, it weighs about 9.5 kilograms, I think, about 20 pounds. So that's something too. All right, and who knows what sort of mess I'm making inside. All right, so time to unbox. Takes 2 hands. Oh, there we go. On the top here, I just sort of collected all the punch boards together. I haven't punched these out yet. I figured it was just easier to show them to you unpunched. So that's that. There are about 20 of them. And sorry, I'm making some plastic rustling noises. I have punched some of them out because I was using this at Essen, so I punched out some of the monsters and stuff. But you can just sort of see lots and lots of room tiles. Yeah, I punched out all the status tokens and everything, but monsters, tokens, more monsters. Oops. And I don't know if I want to show you all 20 of these, but anyway, lots of stuff. This is one of the bigger tiles that I was using for the demo. This guy right here. So yeah. Anyway, we'll just put those to the side. Lots of overlay tiles, everything. Alright, next looks like we got a board here. So this is a quad fold board. I think 11 by 11 inches. So it turns into a 22 by 22 map. So this is where we're going to place stickers on for the scenario locations. We can track our prosperity down here at the bottom, and there's a space for global achievements up there at the top. So this is a pretty cool map. I really like this component. Just as you put stickers on here, it starts to look really cool. Like you really feel like you're exploring the world as you unlock scenarios. Alright, so now we've got a rule book. This is, I believe, 52 pages. Yeah, about half of this is sort of explaining the basic mechanics for combat, and then the second half is sort of dealing with the whole campaign aspect to the game. So, yeah, I think this looks really good. That's just my own personal opinion. And this is sort of like an index on the back, so it serves as like a reference sheet for all the various icons, and then also gives you a page number on where to learn more information about all of those. Next we have possibly the coolest part, the part that took, the most work anyway. This is the scenario book. So 95 different scenarios in here, with a reference sheet for all the items or treasure chests that you find in the back there. So when you start the game, you're just going to start reading this first page, and it's going to tell you where to go and what scenarios to unlock, and you'll just sort of go on from there and start your adventure. Next we've got some sticker sheets. So these are all the global achievements you can earn that you're going to place on the map, and then these are all the various locations. So you don't want to look at these too closely, but when it tells you, unlock sticker 1 and put it on such and such coordinate, then you'll just go to there and grab those. So as we get down to all the smaller components, you'll notice that there isn't an insert in this box. That's one of the things we're still working on. So the insert will have a place to store all these various cards, but that's hasn't been done yet. So we've got a party sheet here. We've got a couple secret envelopes that are sealed, and so in the rulebook it tells you when you can open these. These are just extra cool things that you can encounter. Also, these boxes here are for the various characters. So the first 6 are the starting characters that you begin the game with, and then there are another 11 that you can unlock over the course of playing the game. So you can see we've got a sticker on the back, and so you'll complete a quest and it'll tell you, unlock this box, and then you can open it up and see what all is inside. So for instance, what all is inside for one of these starting characters is all of this, including some little tokens for your cards, but we've got a player mat. And now these are the trackers down here at the bottom. We're working on those as well. So that's another mistake, but we've got this, and good old backstory on the backside for your character, character sheet to track your experience and money and all the rest of the stuff you need. And then you've got your deck of ability cards. Each character comes with about 30 ability cards, ranging from level 1 to level 9. And this is, the meat of the game. You're going to be playing 2 of those each round, doing a top action on one, bottom action on the other. And then we've got, these are the wrong cards, but anyway, these are some of the attack modifier cards that that character can add to their deck by checking off these perks when they level up. So this is sort of a modification to the main random element of the game. Also, you may notice that these boxes are a little bit large. They barely fit into this box. Obviously, once we put an insert in there, it's going to become even more of a problem. But we're working on shrinking the size of these boxes so they'll take up less space in here, which gives us more space to put in other stuff. For instance, in this production copy, I didn't get the miniature boxes. So in addition to one of these boxes for each character, there's also a box of this size, and it'll be colored similar to these with these icons on them. But you'll find inside the miniature for that character class. So this is just the Crag Heart. So you get a big box and a small box. I'm gonna just hold on. Sorry, I need to stop the video for a second. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Ran out of space on my camera because I had another video on there. Anyway, alright, so where are we now? So we've got a bunch of stands for all the monsters that are standees. So they're white and yellow stands for the normal and elite monsters. And then we've just got a bunch of cards. First we also have this town records book that has sealed when you open the game, and so you won't be able to unseal this until the rulebook tells you to. So yeah, there are a lot of cards in the game, and I just want to go through all of them just to show you what all is in here. So first of all, these aren't cards, but these are the the monster envelopes, I guess. So we have, these are all the monsters in the game. There are 47 different monster types, and they all look like this. So these are the stats for the monsters, so they're double-sided, and also like 4 orientations to each side. So what happens is here you put this in like that. Sorry. And so the 8 pieces to each of these cards is just the 8 different stat pools that they will have based on their level. So when you start at level 1, you're just going to do level 1 monsters, and you only need to pay attention to this part right here. So the envelope sort of covers up all the information that you don't care about. It also acts as sort of a place where you can store hit point marker or damage markers and status markers for the various monsters, because each monster is going to have a number on their standee, and so there's a number here to correspond with that. So you don't have to track the damage on the board where it's going to get cluttered, and you have to move it around and it gets annoying. So anyway, there's these. There are 6 of those, along with the 47 monster cards. And then in addition to that, we've also got this giant deck of monster ability cards for all the different monsters as well. So now in the insert, there will be a place to store these together, and so it'll be a lot easier to find the specific monster with the specific card, because these larger cards will sort of act as an index for the smaller card, because they'll be put in together. So there are 8 cards in each of these decks, and then they'll be in between these cards, and so you can just look for the larger card, and then you'll find the smaller deck with that as well. Hopefully that made sense. But yeah, that's how that works. What else is in here? What do we want to talk about next? We've also got a giant deck of item cards. So these are all the items that are not in the game to start with. And then we've got this smaller deck of cards. So these are the items you can buy to start with. And then these are the items you get to unlock over the course of playing the game. 133 items in total, and there are multiple copies of many of them, so it's probably more around like 250 or 300. What do we got? Oh, well, this is part of the punch board, but this is just the elemental tracker board. So we've got these elemental tokens that will go on this board, and you keep track of where they are with that. And also we've got the smaller hit point and experience trackers in here as well. These are all the wood components in the game. The rest is all cardboard and cards. Alright, what else do we want to talk about? So we've also got a deck of random item cards. So whenever you open a chest and it says random item design, you're going to draw one of these cards randomly, and that's going to be an extra item that gets added to the shop. We've also got this small deck of random scenario locations. So every time you draw or open a treasure chest that says random side scenario, then you get to randomly draw one of these, and that'll unlock a new scenario that's only available by drawing those cards. We've got one other giant deck in here. This is the attack modifier cards. So this is all the base cards. So we've got all the curse cards you need when you're playing the game, and the blessed cards, and then some of the -1 cards that you might get when you equip like heavy armor. And then we've got a 20-card deck, 20-card starting deck for each player, and one for the monsters. So there are 5 of those. Each one has a number in the corner, so you can easily figure out which set is yours. Like if you're player number 3, then you get the 20 cards with the 3 on them. Okay, what else? So we've also got these battle goals. So there are 24 battle goals. Whenever you start a scenario, you're going to shuffle these and draw 2 of them, and they're going to give you like extra cool stuff that you can do during the scenario to gain more rewards. Let's see, and then we've got these longer term goals, which are the personal quests. So when you create a character, you're going to shuffle this and draw 2 of these randomly, pick one, and that's going to determine like your whole trajectory for your entire time of playing this character. Excuse me. So when you complete this, you're going to retire your character, and that's what's going to unlock one of these new character classes. I think here at the back we've also got character or player reference cards, so you can just a quick reference of all the different icons in the game, just in case you don't remember what one of those are. All right, next we've got a bunch of event decks. So we have two kinds of events. We've got city events and road events. So before encountering any scenario, you have to first go on the road and do a road event. This deck is the road events you start with. There are 30 road events to start out in the road deck. And then this deck is another 39, I think, that can get added to this deck as you play through the game and do different things. There's just a lot of different ways that you can add cards into the deck to sort of give it like the sense of like you're a living world, right? So the things you do affect the world, and they'll have consequences later down the road. Haha. Alright, so we've also got the city deck. There are 30 cards in here, and then there are another 51 city cards that you can add to this deck. You're going to get to do a city event every time you go back to town, which can be after every scenario, or you might stay out of the city for a while if you're doing a long chain of connected events, or connected scenarios. But yeah, these are all the events in the game. And finally, the last component to talk about are the random dungeon deck, So this is just not part of the main campaign, but it is 20 monster cards and 20 room cards, and so with these you can create just a large number of random scenarios by combining 3 sets of these 2 cards. So like you start off and you might be in the scaled burrow, which has this map configuration with these monsters, and so you place all these, and then when you get to the exit you'll draw another monster in another room, and you might end up with the corrupted hovel or something like that. So this is just a way to offer some extra replayability for the game. And that, I believe, is everything in the box. So I hope that was illuminating, and thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the game when you get it yourself. Alright, bye.